What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm good, man. I can't. I really can't complain in spite of the movement of the struggles and stuff. You know that Black, Hispanic, Native American people face in life. You see, an easy way if you want to learn yourself, find out who you are, and get to know yourself. All you got, if you're confused about who fits Deuteronomy chapter 28, in my opinion, whether if we fit Deuteronomy chapter 28, all you have to do, it's easy. It would be easy and simple. Get out and go and buy, go shopping about you. Just go somewhere in a business, just try, like going picking up items, whether it's at a grocery store or whatever. Maybe going in the grocery store, maybe coming out. This is just living your life, and just going about your day and just doing, minding your own business and doing your daily routine. You know what I'm saying? Uh, all you got to do, and you gonna know. But do you remember in the Bible? The Bible says, "They shall be known, even as I am also known." Either it says in the Bible, um, "The Spirit is bearing witness with our spirit that we are the children of God." Romans chapter 8 and verse 16, where he says, "If you know who fit Deuteronomy chapter 28, Romans chapter 8 to 16 goes with Deuteronomy. To me, I believe it goes with Deuteronomy chapter 28, where he says, "His eye shall be evil toward his brother." Right? Then you have these people that talks about, "I want to go and get a DNA test to find out what my fathers go back to," which we all, I'm guilty of that. Not, I'm not guilty of saying I want to go and get a damn, what you call a damn DNA or whatever, because that wouldn't make no sense. Because if it was that easy to find out, in my opinion, who you are, they wouldn't even have it up there like that. You see what I'm saying? So the point of this video is, if you want to know whether if you fit or who fit, or whether you fit or we fit Deuteronomy chapter 28, all you got to do is get out here and live a real life and just go about your daily life and just try to see if you can connect with people that easy. Just try that. Just try, like, "Oh, what's up, sister, what's up, brother," and see exactly. You're gonna find out real quick who the Israelites are, and you're gonna find out who real quick who ain't the Israelites. Because think about it. The people, hold on. The people, when they read, certain people that go in that Bible and they read Deuteronomy 28, and each, if they hear the scripture being broke down, whether they hearing the brothers that speak in IUIC, whether they hear one Bible that break down the truths of the Bible, when they hear that, it's not going to relate to them. They're not going to be able to hear that and be like, "Oh, well, damn, let's talk about my people." Especially the so-called white man. No, they're not going to be able to. You can't count now time where our women's walked out here, the so-called white man, a white woman walked out here and said, "Man, this so-called black man is evil toward men." Because they gonna be able to tell you, we don't experience that with our own people. They love us more than they love their own people. This is what uh, white supremacists will say. This is what they'll say. If you ask them, do they ever have any encounter where a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American uh, woman didn't speak to the uh, so-called white people in general, right? They they will always be able to say things like, well, man, I ain't never been here treated by them. They go crazy over me when they see me or whatever. They go crazy when they I'm trying my best to break this down, people. Now somebody gonna watch this video and be like, well, exactly, you can't break it down. You know it don't make no sense. Yes it does. Well, so-called white men, they can't look at these things and be like, oh, I can relate to that. That happened to my people too. They know it ain't happened. They know damn well it didn't happen to their people. They know good and well that they ain't never walked out here and a so-called black woman just looked at a so-called white person evil. If anything, they worship those the so-called white people. You know what I mean? They worship the so-called white people more than they worship they. Our people has been conditioned through slavery that hate their own people. You see what I'm saying? So when I walk around, when I think about my life, I can't go and tell you, oh, this is my land for sure or whatever. But I definitely can hell, definitely, I without a shadow of a doubt, can tell you that I'm in poverty and lacking of resources and stuff like that. We may be able to have, don't get me wrong, we probably got food here and yonder, and you got shoes on your feet and stuff like that, and this and that, things of that nature or whatever. But that doesn't mean that I can't relate, bro. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people look at it like this here. If you're getting some kind of money, and if you are eating and you eating it, they look at it like this. Well, you eating every day. You ain't that poor. Look at you live in a nice neighborhood. You live in, they'll say things. You live in nice apartments and stuff like that. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't deceive our people into believing that, well, just because you got food, don't you wake up and have food every day? You can spend money just because you have a little bit of money to be able to go and do little certain things with. That's not saying that you are a billionaire and all that kind of stuff. Because guess what? Who is in control of making people billionaires? Esau, the so-called white men. They control everything. And let's just take a billionaire, like the stars and things. Our people, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans who are movie stars. Some of them, they is still is controlled by those systems. You see what I'm saying? Look what they did to Bill Cosby. Look at all them women that came forth and accused this man of doing something to him, raping him or whatever. Think about that. You see what I'm saying? And what did they do? They didn't give a damn how much he had. They made this man do about 3 years in prison, in a prison system. They stripped him of everything that he had. They stripped him down, chopped him down, and and you found out at the end of the day who is still in control. So no matter how much you got, that's what I'm trying to say is, don't think that how much money you got and all this kind of stuff, you ain't going through nothing. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what I don't know why people get so dumbed down like that. You know what I mean? Like, well, you got some rich black people and this and that and the third. Yes, you got some collectively born with a rich silver spoon in their mouth. But that does not mean that they not going to still experience the same thing. That's not somehow gonna lump them into the category and make so-called white people be like, oh well, okay, we gonna claim y'all as us, and we gonna do this and that. We not gonna give y'all the just punishment or whatever. We gonna make y'all equal to us. No, that's where a lot of our people are fools at. Wake up out that buffoonery, man. That's ignorant is to have a mindset like that. Look at it like this here. Well, I know some so-called black people own a business and all that kind of stuff. They ain't struggling for nothing. They ain't never wanted for nothing. Some kids just grow up. Of course, it's just by the grace of the Most High God. But that doesn't necessarily mean in this society they still has to still go to the same people that same oppressor, and they still have to rely upon them for whatever it is that they need. I wish our people would get out that ignorant state. You see what I'm saying? Just like, what did they do? Let me tell y'all. Let me add this with it. Did they mistake Joseph for an Egyptian? Because the Egyptians, Paul looked at just like the Egyptians. Remember when I mean, excuse me, when Joseph looked at just like the Egyptian, and Joseph was a slave in Egypt, right? And who was over that? Who was his overseer? The slave owners. The Egyptians were, and they were dark people. They wasn't Israelites though. They wasn't. They didn't have the same culture as the Hebrews. No, but Joseph grew up in that around them and stuff. But that doesn't mean that that was his nation of people because he looked similar to those people, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why a lot of our people choose to want to be dummy down like that. You see what I'm saying? They look at you and they like, it's not about that. It's about the seed, bro. It's about the spring and the offspring, the roots and the seed of the Father, bro. That's what it's about. It's not about how you look. Yeah. But I wish our people can get out that ignorant mentality of thinking like that. They'll look at you and like, well, what you struggling for? To me, poor is when you don't have no shoes and this and that and third. Man, you poor in different ways, bro. Although we rich in spirit and stuff like that, but poor means that you only get what the system give you. You know what I mean? You're controlled by another system. Like me, I don't control nothing in this world, right? When if you don't control nothing and another nation control and issue out and give you what you want, to me that's poor. It ain't like you own nothing to where you can't stop people from like, hey, look, get away from here. You can't make me pay taxes and stuff. If you can tell a person to look, I control this here or whatever, taxes and all of that, you got to pay your taxes or you gonna be locked up. No, I'm not neither. Or you like riding on the road, right? And you speeding through cars and stuff, and a so-called white man pull you over and say, um, excuse me, you were speeding, blah blah blah, blah this and that and the third, and you don't have no driver's license, and say, oh well, look, I'm sorry, keep going, you get in your car, you ain't gonna do me nothing because I own this. And if you can, if you control that and get to the point to where you can control that and not have and no repercussion is done for getting on the highway with no driver's license, no insurance, then look, then that's what you call living your heaven to me, because you ain't got to worry about no repercussion of nobody over you telling you what to do and how you want. Now Esau live in this kingdom. Esau can get out there and they can ride and they can pass a law right now and say, well, look, no more driver's license, no more insurance. Get in your car and just drive. Just get you a regular ID and you can do that. Guess what? It can happen if they choose to do that. No insurance, no none of that. We doing away with that. They could if they want to. Because you know why? They can make those kind of decisions if they want to. It's because this is their kingdom. This is their kingdom. This is their kingdom. They can do that. Do you think everybody, all our people that ride on the highway and they got to pay goddamn insurance and all that kind of stuff, and they got on the news and announced it, well, we're doing away with insurance. You don't have to have insurance no more. You don't have to have a driver's license no more. This and that and the third. Do you think a lot of our people gonna sit back and, well, you know what? Oh, that's good. They ain't gonna be like, oh no, please, man, we want to continue to keep paying this here and paying that. No, they gonna go along with the system. Whatever the so-called white men say, that's what's gonna go down. I heard. All right, let me give you another example. They said that before long it ain't gonna be no more cash. I think that somebody said it's gonna be like a silver coin or something. Help me out in the comment section if I got it wrong. and it ain't gonna be no cash and none of that. You know, they say they're trying to pass a law, and I don't know the Congress or whatever, and they trying to get it going. You see what I'm saying? That what I'm trying to say is this is their kingdom, and they do what they want. It's like if you living in your house, right? If you living in your house, you can, because that's your house and it ain't nobody else's house, you can change your furniture around and do what you want to do because that is yours. Can't nobody come in there and tell you, look, you're gonna put the furniture the way I want you to have it, right? You control that, right? Only you can control that. If you have food in your refrigerator and you ask somebody for some food, say, can I have this or can I have that? Or can I have this or that, some water or something? Now, they have control over that part, and they can come in and they can be like, it will be up to the people that's guarding over that house. Because they can control that house and they can do what they want. They can say, okay, or they can say no, right? And what you can do, you can't make them do what they don't want. You can't make them do what you want them. You can't make them make the decision, make them give you what you want because it's theirs. It's like it's their kingdom, it's their house. You can't come in their house and do what you want to do, right? And I'm pretty much trying to make an example out of that. That's all I'm doing. I'm basically saying it's like you living with somebody. You can't, and somebody say, can if you ask somebody, well, look, will it be all right if I can stay here until I can get up on my feet, a few months, or blah 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 blah, so on and so forth? Then what's gonna happen is they can make that decision, be up to them because of what? Guess what? They control that house. They pay the bills in that house. They pay the rent or what? They pay the mortgage, the water, the light bill, everything. So they live there. So you're not gonna have a right is to come in there and tell them how to run their house, right? Because if you come in their house and try to tell them how to run their house, they're gonna put you out. Why? Because that is considered their house. That's their house. That's their kingdom. Their house that they control, that they're over, responsible for the water, the food, the gas, paying for the electric, everything. They can tell you to get out if they want to. They can tell you to stay in there if they want to. Why? Because that is their kingdom. That is their kingdom, and their house is like their house is just like their kingdom. You see what I'm saying? So same thing with this here, living in this world to where this so-called white man control all this here, right? They can tell you, um, look, you either drive with driver's license, or you do what I'm telling you to do, or either I'm in control of you, I own you, and if you don't listen, I'm gonna do what I want with you because you are my property and I control you. So if you don't do it, I'm gonna put you in my jail cell. Tell me I just lied. Why? Because this is their kingdom. That's what the Bible says. That's why the Bible says in Leviticus, I think it's 26 and 17, they that hate you shall reign over you. That's right. And ye shall flee when none pursues you. All of that type of stuff, man. Yeah. So what I'm telling you is, uh, you can't just sit up there and get caught up into stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Because this is it's more like they can do what they want to do if they run the world. If they run the world, they can say, look, no insurance, no driver's license, just a regular ID, and you can drive as long as you show your face. Blah blah blah. This and that and the third. Because the so-called white men control the world, they do what they want. Because again, I'm just reiterating that this is their kingdom. You know what I mean? Because they are the wicked of the planet and they rule the earth. What the Bible says in Job 9:24, the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. Go read it in Job 9:24. It says the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. It means it's given into the rulership is in the hands of the so-called white people. Esau run this world. Esau ruled it, bro. Yep. Yes, indeed. Esau run the planet. Esau ruled it. I'm telling you the truth. God loves the truth, don't he? Yeah, they can do that. You don't control nothing. That's why you think a lot of people take their time and keep up with the news and all this. Oh, Lord, have mercy. That's stupid. Boy, I hope they don't get in. Man, they ain't worried about all that type of stuff. I'll be back, y'all. We're going to talk a little bit later. But relating to Deuteronomy 28, if you ever want to know who fit them curses, if you fit them or not, get out here and live your real life. You're going to find out whether you fit them or not. All right. I'll be back.